talk about reading conferences. You guys have all chosen your Just Right books that you have in your baskets. You guys have all chosen a book nook for you to sit for your independent reading time. So if you remember back when we talked about our workshop structure, eyes up here because Ms. Williman is talking. Selena, thank you. We talked about how during independent reading time, Ms. Williman would be conferencing with students and meeting with small groups. So today we're going to talk about the jobs during reading conferences. The student's job, which will be each of your jobs, and then Ms. Williman's job during the conference time. Okay? So while you're doing your independent reading, Ms. Williman might come over and visit with you, and she's going to conference with you, or she might pull you to her table, and then you can come meet with me there. So it just sort of depends how long our conference is going to be. But we're going to start with your job during the conference. Okay? So when Ms. Williman comes to meet with you, your job, the first thing that you're going to be doing in the conference is to read to the teacher. Okay, so Ms. Williman wants to hear your reading. So that's going to be the first thing that you're going to do. Can you wait, Tom, on the chair? Okay, thank you. Okay. Then your job is going to be to talk with the teacher. So you're going to talk to Ms. Williman about your reading, and you're going to listen as I maybe give you some ideas about your reading. So your job is going to be to talk with the teacher and listen to the teacher. Yeah, because the conference is between you and the teacher. Okay? You're going to learn during our conference a new strategy or a new way to become a better reader, a stronger reader. So, Ms. Williman's going to give you some advice on how to become a better reader. So you're going to learn one way to become a stronger reader, right? That's our goal, is to get better and better at reading each day. Learn one way to become a stronger reader. So Ms. Williman's going to give you a strategy or something that you can practice that's going to help you become a stronger reader. Okay? Then your job is going to be, during our conference, Ms. Williman's going to watch you practice that way to become a stronger reader. Or you might write it down in your writer's notebook so that you remember that's the way that you're going to become a better reader. So you're going to practice for Ms. Williman. Or maybe she'll have you write it down so you can remember. Or write down. Idea with the teacher's help. So this one's going to help you with teacher's help. Okay? Then, after Ms. Williman leaves, we've had our conference, I've taught you this reading, I've listened to you read, we've talked about your book and what kind of reading and things you're doing, and I've shown you a new way to become a better reader. After I leave, and maybe I'll go to conference with someone else, you're going to continue reading and practicing the new idea. Okay? So after we're done with our conference, it's not like, oh, this woman's gone, now I don't have to read anymore. No, now you keep reading, and you keep practicing the new thing that Ms. Williman taught you during the conference. So, after the teacher leaves, I'm going to keep reading and practicing a new strategy. You could say experience if that's something that Ms. Williman wanted you to do. All right, so your job when Ms. Williman comes to your conference, first you're going to read a little bit to Ms. Williman, then you're going to talk, and we're going to talk about the book, and you're going to listen to the teacher when I teach you a new way to become a stronger reader. You're going to practice that way or write it down with my help. So Ms. Williman will help you practice it so I know that you got it. And then after I leave, you're going to keep reading and practicing that new idea or that new strategy or that new skill that I teach you during our reading conference. Okay? So, when I say teach, does this have to do with that? Okay, what would you like to add? That's right, Ms. Porter, you'll see what you've been... You've been going off to read with her, and eventually she'll be in here and you'll get to read with her. So whatever that's why I wrote teacher, because sometimes maybe you'll be reading to Ms. Porter. Okay? So when I say teach, you're going to teach your partner, Quentin, all the things that you're going to do during the conference, what your job as the student is during the conference. Okay? So when I teach your partner what your job is during a reading conference. Speech.
Okay. So you need to read. No, leave. I said leave.
Okay, is this a kid-sized problem or an adult-sized problem? Have you tried two of our strategies? Have you tried two of our strategies? Try two and then you can go up to me.
Then you have to read, and then you have to
Then you can do this option too when she's and we'll do it. SOP so that we sit on our bottoms on the carpet. Okay, so you guys talked about with each other what your job is during our conference, okay? Now we're going to talk about Miss Williman's job or Miss Porter's job, whoever the teacher is in here that's talking with you during the conference, what their job is going to be, okay? So, my first part of my job is to choose a student or a group to conference with. So I'm going to choose a student or a group. Sometimes you'll meet with Miss Williman once a week. Sometimes you'll meet with Miss Williman a couple of times a week. Dwayne, I'll take that for now. And they've already asked she wants to keep her arms in their sleeves, so we're going to have to hang switch it up. All right, choose a group, a student or a group to conference with. And if I choose a group, that means all of you kind of are working on the same thing. So we'll just have a little group conference. Okay? Next, I'm going to watch and listen as you read. Okay, the next part of my job is going to show you, can you please sit down on your bottom? Those are our SOPs. Thank you. Okay, Dwayne, we're not talking. Watch and listen as the student reads. Then I'm going to share a new idea. About becoming a stronger reader. So I'm going to share that idea with you, that after Ms. Williman has listened to you read and we've talked about your books, a way that you can practice to become a stronger reader. Okay? Then, after I've shared that new idea with you, I'm going to help you practice that new idea. So if you notice, they kind of go together. What my job and your job is, they kind of go together. Help the student practice a new idea. Okay? And after I've helped you practice the new idea, and you've shown me that you can do it, or we've written it down in your notebook so that you have it for next time, then Ms. Williman's going to go off in conference with the next student. So, last part would be to go on to the next conference. There we go. All right, so Ms. Williman's job is to choose a student or a group of students to conference with. I'm going to watch and listen as you read so that I can see what kind of reading that you're doing. I'm going to share a new idea that's going to help you become a stronger reader, and I'm going to help you practice that new idea. And then after I've helped you practice and I think you've got it, I'm going to go on to the next conference. So Ms. Williman's going to be conferencing with lots of students every day during your independent reading time. Okay? So when I say teach, I want you to teach your partner about the teacher's jobs. And let's make sure we're giving everybody a chance. So if you went first last time, maybe this time your partner gets to go first when we're sharing, so that everybody's getting a chance to share. So when I say teach, you're going to teach your partner about the teacher's job during the conference. Teach.
Okay.
So Angelica, let's make sure everybody's getting a chance to share, okay? Stacia, we're not wasting any time. Let's go. Very nice. So, Stacia, did you get to share last time? Why don't you come and share first? Was I talking to you? Okay. You share some stuff.